Hello my friends, in today's video I will be showing you how to load and unload film from a Fenix I Polish made camera. This is a dummy roll I have. You will have to do this in a dark room basically where it's very dark, but I will be showing you normally so you know what to do in the dark. So when you open it up, of course this opening up doesn't have to be in the dark, but you'll see in a moment. What you need for a camera like this is a collecting tank, something like this, that goes onto the opposite side. Film has to be preloaded into this one. As you see, it doesn't have any collecting spool because how this camera works is you do not rewind film after you're done shooting. While you're shooting, you wind film in to this canister. So what you do is you need some kind of tank like this. You can buy them off on eBay. They are basically the same exact tanks if you would buy them to refill them, or if you got empty tanks like this you could do it the same thing. Just you would have to have a piece of film sticking out so you can tape the end of the film into this one, because they go in an opposite way. This one goes with this bump here to the bottom. This one goes to the top over here like that. So with a tank like this, or if you would have another tank like this with film sticking out, you do the same similar thing. You will know what to do. So with this one, what you have to do is glue the end to this spool here with a piece of tape. Tape the end, not glue it. It's a better word to say, I would say. Just like this. Tape the end to the spool. Of course, the spool has to be the opposite way than the tank is. Close it back into the tank here and close it up just like that. And what you have to do in a dark room where it's completely dark, where no light at all will shine, you will have to spool this on to all the film that's inside this tank. You will have to spool into this tank. All the film that's in here. This is a dummy roll, so it's already exposed on here. It was a test roll. So I'm showing you in the light what you have to do. You will have to do this in complete darkness because you have to get all this film into this tank over here. So that's enough for me for demonstration purposes. Something like this. Then when you have all the film preloaded into this tank, out of this tank, what you do is, of course, you put this tank into this side and this tank on this side, just like this. And when you're taking photos, every time you're advancing film, it goes in to the tank. You take a photo, it gets sucked into this tank. Of course, I need to press the film down here because there's no pressure on it. But when you have the back doors open, there's a pressure plate on the back here that it helps advance it. So I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes what it's doing. Every time you take a photo, it comes out of this tank. You take a photo, and when you advance it, it gets back into this tank. So now let's close it. So just like that, you close the back doors. And when you're advancing the film, you have a film advance wheel here. And when you're advancing, the wheel spins to let you know that the film is advancing. You take a photo and you keep doing this until you take all the photos from your film, from the roll. And of course here you set the film counter. You should always set it to 0 when you put the film in. And then when you advance it, it tells you what number frame you are on. And when you shoot already past the 35 frames, or how many ever frames you got on your film, the camera can still keep advancing, but as you see, the wheel for the film advance is not spinning anymore. That means all the film that you had in the tank went inside this film collecting tank. If you had it taped not too well, then as you see for me, it went completely inside this tank. If you tape it up properly, then you would just feel resistance on the, when trying to advance the film, you would just feel resistance that it doesn't want to advance anymore. At that time you know that all the film is already shot out, and if you reached your frame limit, you also know that your film is done. So that's how you load and unload a Fenix I film camera from 1956. In other videos, I got videos about how to develop black and white film, and I also got a video how to repair this Fenix I camera. So if you want to see the rest of the videos, feel free to subscribe and watch the rest of the videos on the channel. And if you like film related content, subscribe so you get updated with all the new videos I put out. Thank you for watching and have a good day, my friends.